can note out down from there as well. We'll just go move to list now. Okay. So we talked about strings a lot, and lists are not actually something different, because most of the operations that you can perform on string, you can also somehow perform those operations on list. Okay. Now, unlike, so if you are coming from somewhat like C, C++, or Java sort of background, you will be hearing a lot of definition around arrays. And mind it, arrays are different than lists, because the definition of arrays is it is collection of homogeneous elements. However, list is not collection of homogeneous elements. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, first of all, let's go through syntax, right? How can you define list? Let's just say you want to create a data structure, and this is the first data structure that we are into right now. Okay. Then you use these square sort of brackets, okay, and you can enter n sort of elements in that collection. Okay. So it is a type of data structure which contains all those primary types that we discussed, list of those primary types. So can this be a list? So obviously that contains homogeneous elements. It can also contain strings. This is also homogeneous element, and it can also contain something like this, right? Can have 1, 2, 8, 2. So it can contain multiple types. Okay. But what is important are these brackets. These brackets are the thing that actually defines that this is a list, right? This bracket is the thing that defines that this is a list. Okay. Guys, is my voice not clear to everyone, or is it like only specific people? Just confirm me. If it is clear to most of the people, then probably the issue is with your system, or rather not my voice, because I think so in all the sessions, I am using the most advanced mic right now. So I hope it should be clear to everyone. Okay. If it's not clear, please check your system. It's possibly the issue is with your system, both with my mic and the video. Okay. It's not because majority is able to see it and hear it. So I can't help it if you are not. Okay. Okay. Secondly, like I said already, guys, don't raise hands because I'll give you a window to ask questions later on. Okay. So list is what? I didn't even start right now. Whoever this is, please slowly to teach. I did not understand the class. I didn't even start. I just started. This is how slow do you want me to go? Okay. Okay. So these are the three types of list, and these square brackets are the list that basically are the thing. Sorry, is the syntax that determines that this is a list. Now, unlike in what you have studied in C, C++, or Java, list is not directly an array, but it is a form of array. Okay. Like it is not exactly similar to what you have studied in C, but it is still an array. But in Python, in Python, it's implemented differently. Okay. Hence, it is not just collection of homogeneous elements. It can contain multiple different types of elements. That is why we are having numbers, strings, boolean, and so on and so forth. Right? Now, this is what? This is a data structure. And this is very important. Okay. I keep saying data structures is very important. It is very essential for you guys to understand data structures, because if you have good understanding of data structures, you will slowly also will be able to understand which data structure you need to use when. Otherwise, it will be really confusing for you guys, because there are scenarios when certain data structure is better than other data structure. So what is a data structure? A data structure is way to organize data. Now, there are different ways to organize data. List is one of them. Okay. Now, if you remember in last class, we did some operations on a string, right? And let's see, does that work here? Okay. Let's just see. Okay. So we are trying to print list and index 0. Cool. It works. Then we did something like this, right? We were trying to create some slices or something. And yes, it works, right? What did I tell last time? Inclusive of first element, sorry, inclusive of first index and exclusive of last index. This is what I said, right? Inclusive of first index. What is first index? 0, 1, 1. This is 1, right? So 2 is there. Exclusive of last index. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So exclusive of this. So it is 2 and 3, right? And then what was the third one? Third one was step over. So let's just say, okay, step over 2 elements. Now, because we ran step over, it just doesn't print the second element. Okay. I already explained this in the strings part. It works the same in here. There is no difference. It works exactly the same. Okay. Now, okay. There is something that I told you about immutability, if you remember, right? Now, understand this. List is also a list and string is also a list. Okay. So we said this, like my str applying best practices using underscore, right? Um, let's just say we define this string as hello, right? And okay, let's try to do the same thing. And we create this list. Now, we don't really need this. We'll just remove it. Okay. We created some Amazon cart. Okay. And if we want to print this Amazon cart, we can print it. Boom. It's like easily understandable, right? You can see it. Index 0, notebooks. Now, assume I want to, right? I want to create a new cart. Okay. And then I want to, let's just say, assign this, right? And let's try to see what happens. Okay. We will print Amazon cart, and we will also print new cart. Okay. This is important, guys. This is super important. This part is super important, what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I can't reduce the size of the screen because I want this screen for you guys to be clear. So keep on noting down sequentially, okay? It will be hard for me to go to and fro. Because if I lower down the screen size, then it won't be visible to you, okay? So, okay. Amazon cart has these two elements. This is very important. Take note, okay? We are printing these two arrays. Let's see what it comes. Okay, notebook, sunglasses, as expected, right? That is what should come here, correct? Now, assume we want to update new cart. Now, let's just say we updated new cart, index 0, right? We want to change notebooks to pencils, right? See what? Both of these are changed now. Both of these are changed now, right? Now, this is very important to understand. Why? If can someone answer me? Like, I taught some concepts last time. Okay. Yeah, this is correct. Lists are immutable. That is the correct answer. Because lists are immutable, lists are not mutable. Oh, whoever has written it written has written it wrong. Okay. Lists are immutable. Okay. What is immutability? Immutability means you can't change the content. Basically, yeah, exactly. You can't change it. Okay. You can't change it. Plus, strings are also immutable. We read about it, right? Strings are immutable by nature. So, what's the issue? They both are referring basically Amazon cart and new cart. They both are referring to the same memory allocation. Okay. We talked about bytes, right? That how computers store data in bytes and so on and so forth, and memory is allocated, right? So there is some address assigned. Oh, yeah, you are right. I'm sorry. Lists are mutable, strings are immutable. I'm sorry. You guys are correct. Lists are mutable and strings are immutable. Sometimes I get confused while teaching. I'm sorry. So yeah, um, lists can be modified, but strings cannot be modified. Okay. However, when you're assigning it in this way, it is still referring. It is still referring to the same memory allocation. Hence, when you are modifying new cart, it is also modifying Amazon cart, right? This is not what we expected. So what we want that only new card should be updated. So what we'll do? So this is a shorthand technique. Okay. This is a shorthand technique. We basically use brackets open colon, okay, without any data. And let's see what happens now. Cool, right? What this does, basically, this copies this whole list into a new address. Hence why now on the output, you are able to see different value. Okay. Hence why you are able to see now different value. So very straightforward, no science in here. Okay. Okay. So there are a few more things. Let me complete list, and then after that, I'll take questions.